In a previous video, you saw how I absolutely destroyed. Not that I like to gorge on these things, because I am not competitive in any way, shape, or form. That's why I like solo games so much. But anyway, you started playing with the standard rules, and 5 minutes it took you to explain the game?
Maybe 5-10, yes.
And 10 minutes, 15 minutes to play the game in a, kind of shortish way, so that was fun. But there is an advanced rules mode for those gamers who are more demanding. That wouldn't be me. This is a game, I reckon that this game, the simple rules, I might even be able to play with my husband.
That is the key.
Yeah. I might be able to convince him to play this game.
Okay.
He's saying never, but I don't.
In scope games, we are going to we look for build a simple game for every people, every public, and finally we add advanced game for more hard players, no? Who prefer a more sophisticated and hard game.
Okay, so what's the difference between the simple, the basic game and the advanced rules?
We have 3 blocks of advanced rules. Okay. The first is the shoot advanced rules, what add 3 rules for the shooting mechanics.
Okay.
The first is the shoot correction, is when, for example, 2 tanks attack one to other repeatedly. Yep. The second time a tank attack another tank, it removes a distance fail. So the first time you will attack with 2 phases of distance, but the second time you remove 1, and the third time you remove the second one.
So basically you're making it easier to hit.
Exactly. Because you are shooting to the same target again and again, and finally you will get it.
Okay.
So it's a kind of push your luck, because you have to decide of continue shooting the same target or move
away and try something else with
exactly.
to be a little bit luckier.
The second one is the flank attack. The flank attack, for example, is if this tank attack this tank and I have another unit there, I can shoot to that tank. If my 2 units are not adjacent, this tank, when attacking this another unit, will remove 1 armor.
Wow. Okay.
So because it is supposed to attack in the flank, and the armor tanks in the flank is weaker.
Okay.
And there is the last one is the rear attack is the same. For example, if you have a unit here and you are attacking that unit will attack this one with we remove 2 armor because it's attacking from the back.
Okay.
It also works in diagonal. Okay? It's the same.
Okay.
If they are in a line and this is attacking this one, and then I decide to attack that, I will remove. In this case, you will have no armor. No. In this case, you will have just 1 armor.
One armor. It sounds to me though that the advanced rules, make the game a little bit more sophisticated, but also quicker because the combat is faster.
It's faster.
Okay.
And more deadly. And final, this is the shoot advanced game. Then we have the tanks advanced rules. The tanks advanced rules, we have at the beginning we have the difference between light tanks, medium tanks, and heavy tanks.
Okay.
The light tanks are the tanks who have 1 armor value. The medium tanks is 2 armor values, and the heavy tanks, like the tanker, the jumbo is also a heavy tank. So the light tanks have the possibility of move and shoot. For example, if I have a unit here, you can if you have a light tank, for example, your steward is there, you can move that quadrant and
then decide to shoot.
But just with a light tank.
Okay.
The light tank are faster, and you can move and fast. I move and shoot with these tanks. In the other way, the heavy tanks is the opposite. When you shoot with a heavy tank, you have to turn it, not flip turn, to represent the next turn. It can move. It won't be able to move.
Okay.
If I make another action, it will be unblocked.
Okay.
But the heavy tanks have this restriction, and the medium tanks have no
restriction.
No restriction, non positive and no negative. And the last one of this block is the heavy armor, ¿vale? Because tanks with heavy armor are less. It's more difficult to attack them with a light cannon. For example, if you are shooting or fighting with a tank that has less power than the armor, you only can attack this unit adjacent. So a Sherman must to be adjacent to a Tiger to be able to shoot. I can't attack a Tiger from the distance.
Okay.
So this makes the game gets the game another dimension, because light tanks move but have to approach, have to
be in close combat.
In close combat, and heavy tanks are powerful, but they are slow. When you shoot a heavy, for example, if you are here, you have to flip, and the light tanks can decide to embody them. It's trying to represent this kind of combat.
Cool. I like that. That sounds
and
quite.
Finally, there are some units they have special rules, and they are represented with the
asterisk.
Exactly.
Okay.
For example, we have an Stuck, because it's not really a tank because it has no turret, and it gives two special rules. The first is when you attack a Stuck from distance 2, you have to add another card, because it has a low profile. It's difficult to attack them. It's easy to hide a Stuck because it's low there. No, it's the opposite. Is bajito.
Yeah, it's low. It's low on the ground.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the other thing is when a Stuck fire, it can if it attack this unit, the next one it can't attack another unit. It's not adjacent to this one, because it has no turret. It has no possibility of, for example, changing to another.
Changing targets.
Exactly.
Okay.
There are a fewer units that have special rule. And the final block, is the terrain advanced rules, which are with just for 2 cards, 2 per each side, that adds some terrain
difficulties or rules to the game.
We can add, for example, a lake, ¿vale? Which is not transitable. In the opposite way, we have a mountain or peaks. This is una pradera, no sé cómo se dice ahí.
The prairie.
A prairie, ¿vale? It's with no trees.
Or a meadow.
Exacto, meadow, exactly. And the attacks can enter to these cards, but they have to, they are forced to reveal.
Oh, okay. Because they are out in the open.
Exactly, you can hide in the field.
I like that.
And for example, there is a hill. If you can move to a hill to have some advantages from the shoot, because you're
higher up.
You're higher. And there are also a line of sight, but it's really easy. For example, I'm going to remove that. If we have the hills and the mountains, cut the line of sight, but it is really easy. For example, if there is a unit here, it can't attack the 3 farthest cards.
Okay. So we'd only be able to attack diagonally.
Exactly. And if you are in this position, you are not able to fight this one.
Okay.
So with just 4 cards, we add more tactically and possibilities to the game.
Are there movement restrictions? As in, for instance, could I take these 4 cards to move?
No, if you move these 4 cards, you just
You're going for 3.
because the mountain can
It's
be moved.
unmovable.
If instead of a mountain is a hill, you will able to move, and you, for example, can put
On top.
on top. So now this tank has moved into the hill,
Okay.
and that's all.
So that, I mean, it's quite surprising how much depth
Exactly.
that adds to the whole game. When is this meant to be coming out? Because at the time of recording this video, and today it's the 5th of July, obviously this game is not out yet. When is the publisher?
We are ending some details of the printing, the rule books and things.
Mm-hmm.
But I think at least of the year, no, maybe,
Okay.
or the beginnings of the next
Of
year.
next year.
But I think we are going to start the reserve campaign.
Okay, so there's going to be a pre-sale campaign for
Exactly.
this. Awesome. Well, I really hope it does
Okay,
very, very well,
thank you.
because it is really good fun. Seriously, very, very tense. That one, oh, you're gonna kill my dog! Don't kill my dog! that was very, very interesting, and I'm looking forward to playing it with the advanced rules. That sounds like it'd be absolutely brilliant. So congratulations, and thank you for coming to the studio.
Thank you.
It's great.
Thank you for you.
It's great having you around. So, humans, thank you very much indeed for being there. It is, as always, very much appreciated. Please do take a look at this. If you haven't yet, take a look at Stalingrad and U-Boat, because they are really good fun. They don't take an awful lot of space on the table, and they're really tremendous games to play. Let me know if you have already taken a look at any of them, or if you would like more videos done about them. And until then, once again, thank you, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care. Sí. Mola, eso mola mucho, tío. El juego está muy bien.